Alright, so welcome back. Yes, this is going to be a little bit weird um, on the Twitch side because we are not actually streaming live. However, it is due to Faye's temporary vacation.
Yeah, I might also be a little bit laggy, but I should be okay.
Yes. So, welcome back to Life in Blood Atlanta. I am your storyteller for this evening, Dengle. Joining me tonight is Nen playing Steven.
Nenavar, I'm playing Steven, the Macavian.
Buttons playing Dani. Got Cocia playing Beth. And then Faye playing Tory.
Hello.
Now, this is kind of fun because you guys went to a retirement party last night. Or, well, last time.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you have very different definitions of fun there, Dengle.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun for Cocia, not fun for Beth. And some, well, it's not really hard choices, but hard situations were had, specifically with Beth. Tory just decided to try to sneak in a rat, and Michael said no pets unless they're service animals.
Hey, I felt like my
Meanwhile-
response was it does a service to everyone was pretty good.
Yes. Meanwhile, Steven snuck in Dani's Viper. Copperhead, right?
Yep.
Dani stayed in the car because antisocial. A Nosferatu tried to make friends with Dani. Dani said, go away, I don't like you. So they did. And a pretty decent conversation with both Carissa and Michael were had.
Very informative ones.
Yes. And when we left off, Dani had just gotten hacked and been told that they have to leave now.
And in typical Dani fashion, her immediate response was to send out a mass text to the cars, now no excuses.
So we joined the Coterie on the same evening, exactly where we left off last time. Beth and Steven, you're sliding into Dolly. Tory, you were jumping on your bike, not quite literally, but pretty close. With a kick, it starts up. Dolly, with a push of a button, it starts right up. You head out to the main highway to get out of town. Can I get everyone to make me a wits and awareness, please?
Two successes, 3 players.
2 successes.
1 success. I'm not gonna try and re-roll it.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like you are being followed at this particular moment in time. Would you all want to take the actual highway, or would you want to take back roads?
I know Dani would ask Beth to take the back roads so that they don't immediately lead anyone to her haven.
That's what you want. That's what I'll do.
If Tory was able
Also,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Alright, so Steven's also gonna send a text to Ace telling him that the Carson knows and to stay hidden.
If Tory was able to follow Dolly well enough, she would take the back roads. If she could not, she would take whatever route the GPS sent her.
Okay. I would say that Beth didn't tear out that fast, and that your bike could probably keep up relatively easily. I mean, she probably left in a hurry, but not super crazy.
Okay, then yeah, follow the Coterie.
So you hop on some back roads, and you are a ways outside of Atlanta. And on the back roads, it's probably going to take you about 2 hours to get home. Adds about half an hour to the trip without going the highway. Not a huge deal. It's doable. Whatever. So about half an hour into the trip, all of you start seeing, like, as you turn, set of headlights turns with you. As you speed up, they speed up. As you slow down, they slow down. Looks like there's 3 vehicles. One of which is a bit larger than the rest.
Are you sure we could have trusted that message? What are we doing now?
You're losing them. That's what we're doing. I don't need a tail
Alright.
coming to my place.
I
Does-
gotta start gunning it.
Does Dani still have the laptop open? Just out of curiosity.
Probably, honestly.
Okay.
I mean,
The screen.
she'd probably be working on, like, getting a VPN up and stuff like that, but
Yeah. The screen kind of glitches a little bit, and then that same chat box comes up. Don't worry about the smaller 2. The big ones where you should worry. They've got a roadblock up ahead about 10 miles. If you can lose the smaller ones by then, you should be okay for the most part.
Beth, they got a roadblock up ahead. Try focusing on shaking the smaller cars.
Okay. My best.
As Beth is navigating, Dani's gonna type out, "Who is this?"
Don't worry about that right now. I'll tell you later.
If there is a later, ...
Well, I'm trying to help you, so just stay alive. So, Tory, you see the same vehicles as well. Is there anything specific that you would like to do?
Try and keep pace with Beth's crazy driving without wiping out.
Okay, so first and foremost, Beth, if you're trying to lose them, give me a drive check. A drive and dexterity, specifically.
Dex? Okie dokers. Anything for my tailing?
Not for this one.
Not for this one. Got it.
This would be more evasive driving.
Oh, sorry, I just double muted myself. Not super great. 3 successes.
You're weaving in and out of traffic pretty good, and you seem to be making a little bit of ground, but straight is definitely not gonna lose them. Now, Tory, can I also get you to make me that dex and drive, please?
This is gonna go so well, guys.
Yours is actually easier because motorcycles are more nimble.
Well, that's good, because I get to roll 3 blood dice. 1 success.
Okay. You can't quite keep pace with Beth, but you don't like hit a car or wipe out. You're just going straight. You're just going really fast and having to weave in and out. And you can't judge gaps properly yet.
Okay.
So no big deal. The vehicles behind you, however, like I said, are keeping pace remarkably well, actually. Actually, as a matter of fact, Beth, can I get you to make me a wits and technology roll if you have technology? And Dani, you can make the same roll.
One success.
Four successes.
Yeah, so Beth doesn't recognize anything. But Dani, you've heard this car when it's running properly. It seems to be running a bit weird. Apparently, you don't know exactly what happened, but it very recently has started doing so.
The car we're driving?
Yes. Seems like it is still running. Is still in mechanically running order. It's just it's way down on power.
Beth, your car's been fucked with.
Yeah, okay. Can you do something about that? Like, is it like computery stuff?
So, Dani, I'm gonna have you roll me something, and it's gonna be a weird one. Give me an awareness and technology roll. Just to see if you might have an OBD6 port. It's a carport thing to go into the computer.
I rolled 5 successes. I can re-roll though, if I need to.
Actually, as a matter of fact, you do have the cable.
Okay.
You have a cable similar enough, at the very least, to be able to plug into it. Getting to it's going to be a little bit difficult as it sits. However, over the next, 2 rounds, you can probably work on that. Steven, is there anything that you would like to be doing in the back of Dolly?
Not at this moment I can think of.
Yeah. If at any point there is, because I know this one's kind of... Yeah. Let me know, okay? So, Beth and Tory, back to the drivers.
Yeah.
How would you like to go about losing the tail at this point?
So is there a lot of traffic in front of us? Or like what's the scene? Is it like just a winding back road through some trees? Or is there like a field I can plow through?
So Where you're going through right now is kind of like a suburban area. It does have quite a bit of traffic, which, given time of night and proximity to Atlanta, it's not super uncommon. However, there's a whole bunch of back roads and a whole bunch of like side streets that you could go down, and they'll all kind of divert you around and bring you out in the same spot.
Okay. Making a turn through an alley or something.
Okay. How about Tory? Is Tory going to follow Beth or dive off somewhere else?
This isn't an area Tory knows, is it?
No, not so much.
I'm tempted to break off and see what happens.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
So Beth, can I get that dexterity and drive, please?
Yeah, I was expecting it, so I just rolled it. I got a messy critical and 2 extra successes.
Okay. So 6 successes with a messy critical. We're going to hang on to that messy critical. However, you, like something out of a stunt car, like driver, like course, you cut across 4 lanes of traffic and kick the car sideways, and tires are just smoking, and you're pedal to the floor, and it's obviously running way too rich. However, you do manage to get down a side street. And I need to make a roll for these guys. One of them attempts to follow you, and you obviously don't get like a really good look at exactly what kind of car it is, but they just kind of go to turn, and they just way too hot into it, and they just keep sliding all the way across and hop up on a sidewalk, and like they're done. You just see steam come out of everywhere. You can smell oil even from where you're at. It probably cracked the oil pan, if you had to guess. The other one, however, does exactly as you do. Sideways around the corner, you can hear it just pop, 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 and it's an import. Don't know what kind, but definitely that. And it follows you. Now, Tory, can I get a wits and drive, please?
Wits and drive. That's not good.
It's just wits, isn't it?
I got 2 successes of my 2 dice.
Okay. So Beth goes left, you go right. And you see the large vehicle just go straight past where you're at. Give me a wits and awareness, please.
All fails.
Okay. It moves too quickly to for you to like identify anything about it. So we will get to you in just a second.
I can't gauge which size one. Can I? Those are the bigger one?
It was smaller than the semi, but larger than a car.
Okay.
You assume a truck of some sort. You don't know exactly how big of a truck.
I meant of the 3 that were following us. Can I tell if it was the smaller ones or the larger one?
It was a larger one.
Okay.
So, Beth. First, Dani. You rip off the side access panel on the passenger side. And you are like rooting through to just try to find the port and like rip it over to you. Because I feel like that's something that Dani would do. Give me an intelligence and technology roll, please.
While she's doing that, are we driving Dolly or the truck?
Dolly.
Dolly.
Is Dolly one of those cars where you can get into the trunk from the back seat?
Yes, it is a newer vehicle, so you can absolutely do that.
So, Steven's going to call to Beth. Is there anything you care about in the trunk?
Not really.
Okay. And Steven's just going to tell her to pop the trunk and crawl into it.
That's
Okay,
the
so-
trunk.
Yeah. So you fold down the back seat and crawl into the trunk.
Intelligence and technology roll. I got 7 successes and a skull on the blood die. So.
Yeah, 7 successes. Very, very good. It's plenty to get exactly where you need to go. You grab the port and you, rather than just rip it off the mounting, you neatly just fold it up so you can actually like put it back later and just shove the connector into it and plug it up to your computer. Would Dani have a script to automatically search programs needed to interface with whatever she plugs into?
Considering that she does a lot of subterfuge work, probably.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an intelligence and subterfuge, please.
Three successes this time.
Okay, so it automatically reads and it starts running its search. So you're gonna have to wait just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Beth, this vehicle is still chasing you and it is slowly gaining.
Can't have that. Keep going, ducking in and out of alleys as she can.
Okay, go ahead and give me the text and drive again.
Not very good. 2 successes.
Would you like to re-roll any of those?
I could only re-roll 1, so I don't think that's gonna help much.
Okay. So you're ducking in. So you're ducking in and out of the alleyways and back streets and side roads, and you misjudge something a little bit, and you hop a curb. You can hear something break. You don't know exactly what it is, but the car's driving properly through now.
Take a crack under. Are you still alive back there?
Take it easy, will you?
And Steven, you're kind of like hanging out the trunk. When she hits the curb, you just see a metal part go flying off. And you get a better look at the vehicle. Give me a wits and intelligence, please.
Steven, I can either take it easy or I can lose this car. Make up your mind.
3 successes.
Okay. The vehicle that is chasing you is the new Nissan supercar. Well, it's not really new. It's been out for quite a while now, but yeah. So it has more power without the deficit that she's facing right now. It also is supposed to drive better, but Dolly's pretty good. And Beth's a really good driver. So, however, you also know that it only holds 2 people company. So what would you like to do, Steven? Enter in the trunk with it open.
Steven is going to grab whatever heavies is back there, which I assume Beth would probably keep some tools, like a car jack, crossbar.
Okay, give me a wits and dex, please.
What's in what?
Wits and dexterity. Figure out like how and where and when to throw it.
I got 2 successes. I'm going to spend the willpower.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you start tossing like wrenches out the back. And they you can hear them clanging off the street. A couple of them hit off like body panels, but none of them like catch anything important. So, Dani, you're still waiting for your script to run. It seems like it's found something. It's initializing and download and install.
Plus 2.
So, Beth. One more dex and drive, please.
Aye, aye. Okay. Not great, but not bad. So I got 2 criticals, and then 1 regular success to 5.
Okay, so that's good. With the broken piece, Beth knows cars well enough. It seems like you got lucky and just snapped a sway bar off. So the back's really squirrely right now. But you're a good enough driver to be able to like take care of it. Because it wants to roll a lot more than it usually does. Steven. Saying that, can I get you to make me a dexterity and athletics, please?
Four successes.
Okay, so you have yourself pretty well wedged in there. So you won't take a penalty to whatever you throw at the back this time. So same dex and wits, please.
Two successes.
Okay, and my roll. Would you like to reroll any of yours? Can you reroll any of yours?
I'll spend one more willpower.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay, this one seems to go off the windshield. You specifically hear a just crack, and you like toss this big, you don't know what it goes to, but it was a socket that goes to something. You toss it, you hear just a crack and a clang, clang, clang as you drive away. Right about then, Dani, your program installs. It comes up. It immediately gives you all like the diagnostics, and it says user 135897444 connected. And then below that, it says local user connected. So there's somebody messing with the car right now. Remotely. What would Dani like to do?
Dani will try and find a way to lock out the current user.
Okay, give me a subterfuge and technology roll, please.
Four successes.
Okay. Not only do you find a way to lock out the other user, but you actually do lock them out. You also look back at the vehicle history tuning, and it says stock, tune 1, detune. So, what would you like to do with that?
Take a quick screenshot of it.
Okay.
And then, is there a way to trace the history? No, we should probably wait. Is there a way to tune it? Can I get into the computer and tune it back up?
Yeah, you just gotta select one of the other two tunes. Which one would you like to do? I assume Dani doesn't know a whole lot about cars.
Yeah, she'll ask Beth about hey, which one should I pick?
Okay, Beth.
Beth definitely knows the right answer and gives it. Cocia doesn't know.
I'm still... So, seeing as you are currently distracted, can I get a drive and awareness, please? I know that's a weird one, but...
That is four successes.
So, looking over, you see stock tune, tune 1, detune. Yeah, Dani switch between stock 1, or stock and tune 1. And you realize that tune 1 is just a little bit better. Has better timing, has a better interval between this, that, and the next. I'm not going to go super in depth with what everything is, because that's not what this is. So Dani, you select tune 1, I assume? Yeah.
She will select what she is told.
Hey Beth, can I get strength and drive, please?
Strength and drive. Woo woo. Okay, so. Four successes.
Okay. So, something comes alive in Dolly that you didn't realize was even there. And, like, the tires squeal and you're already going, like, 60. And, like, it wants to jerk the wheel out of your hand. And, Steven, can I get you to make me a strength and athletics, please?
Hold on tight. Here we go.
Four successes.
Okay. You hear the engine come alive, and you like reflexively like bend your leg up to try to catch whatever. And you slide out a little bit, but your leg catch you. Your face does kind of like bounce off the back, like still there, but not hard enough to hurt. However, the vehicle behind you starts fading away. So Beth, one more dex and drive, please.
another messy critical, and 2 more regular successes, so 6.
Okay.
Beth is having a night, you guys. Real night.
It's fine. But yeah, shortly after the tune is fixed, you lose the vehicle that's behind you. So back to Tory. Tory, you're
Back to me.
going down back roads and all that fun stuff. Can I get a wits and survival, please?
Yep. 2 successes.
How many?
2. Did that take? I said 2.
Okay. So you can navigate through relatively easily, and it seems like you're not being followed. You're far enough over that you can watch the main road that you came in on, and after a little while, you come up to like a line of blue lights, but it doesn't go on the adjacent streets. You see the vehicle that apparently rushed past you. It's a box truck, and the rear door is rolled up. There are a couple police officers laying on the ground because you go by slow enough to be able to see that. Don't know exactly what happened, but you know whatever was in the back of that truck probably hurt them.
Oh no. Oh boy. Bad decision time. Can I cut the bike for a minute?
You can park it.
Yep.
And run away. Or run over there.
I don't want to run. I do want to get a better visual on them, though. I don't want to leave the alleys.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity and stealth, and you can have your extra die.
Okay, crit with the blood dice, and then that's 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So messy crit. 7 total successes.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Okay.
So I got a 5 for that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something else, and we'll resolve that here in a little bit.
Okay.
However, you get up to the scene, and you see it's not just the 2 that you could see on the ground; it's the entire line of officers. There have been a few that have been like thrown over cars. A few of them are just knocked out. A couple of them are bloodied. There is a singular individual. He's dressed in rather nice clothing. You can't see his face. He's wearing some sort of mask at this point. He's tall. He's skinny. Does have very long brown hair. He does not seem to notice you at this point.
Okay. So any of the police, the ones that were bloodied, do they look like they were mauled or just like hurt in a different fashion?
A couple of them look like they were like hit in the face and like bloody nose, bloody lips. There's one that is in like the chest area. You don't know if he was like shot or stabbed or mauled or what was going on there.
Okay. Heightened senses.
Okay, give me wits and awareness with your aspects.
And I want to make sure I'm doing this right because I don't have the book in front of me. I have 1 dot in aspects, but because blood potency 2, I get 2 dice from it, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I had that right. Oh no. 1 success and 1 skull.
Okay. Well, that's enough to hear the person. They're apparently talking on a closed loop communication device. Like, how could you lose marks? Jaeger we don't care about. That one we do.
He's not going to move yet.
They continue speaking. It's fine. We've deployed the other unit to look and hopefully catch up with the individuals needed. Where did you lose them? And waits a couple seconds. Copy. I'll be heading over that way right now. You said, and he gives like across the street. And then he hops back in the truck and drives off.
Tory will immediately text the group. Heads up, you have someone on the way where they lost you at the cross streets. They also deployed something that broke a police line.
Well, hell.
And then she'll get on the bike and
somebody reads it out.
yeah, Tory will then get back on the bike and start heading where the GPS is taking her because she doesn't know what else to do.
Okay. Tory, can I get you to just make me a regular wits and awareness, please? As you're driving.
Sure.
And then, can I get everyone in Dolly to also make me the same wits and awareness?
I'm blanking out all the rules tonight. Messy crits only matter if you have 2 criticals, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. 3 successes.
I'm sorry,
There's-
what's awareness?
Yes, please.
4 successes.
I am going to burn a willpower to reroll this one.
Okay. And Steven got 2?
3.
Okay, 3.
That is a lot better. I got 5.
Okay. So we got 2 3s, a 4, and a 5. Steven and Tory, you don't see anything, hear anything, smell anything. You don't sense anything odd off. Dani, you spot it first, but it seems like there's something going between the houses, above the houses, below the house. Well, not below, but between the houses. And Beth, you see it shortly before you almost hit it. You don't really see what exactly it is. But you know it's big, it's got wings, and it can fucking fly.
Run that thing over.
So you're gonna actively try to hit it?
It's in my way.
Okay. Make me a dexterity and drive then.
And
To
you
try
guys
to
have
chase it.
forgotten, I have got 2 messy criticals. Beth is not in her right state of mind. 3 successes.
Okay, so you turn down the street that it's going down. And you get a better look at it. And Dani, you get a better look at it. And Steven, at this point, you're out of the trunk and you're looking forward and you get a decent look at it. And it looks, frankly, kind of like George. Kinda. Except his face is messed up. And he's got wings.
Does Dani recognize what this is?
I don't think that any of you would. Not really.
I mean, I have 2 in occult, but
Yeah, this is a bit specialized.
okay.
You can roll intelligence in occult, but you need a lot of successes.
Might as well try.
I'll allow it.
5 isn't gonna get me it, is it?
Almost, but not quite. I would ask Beth if she would like to roll, but I don't think you can get 5.
Nope.
And I don't think that Steven can get 5.
I'll need to roll 3 crits.
Okay. So, yeah, you don't necessarily know what this thing is. Not offhand, at least.
That is the weirdest fucking bat I've ever seen.
And why are you trying to run it over? Just go!
I don't know. It's in my way. I'm angry. Nah.
It looks
That's
more
about it.
solid than like 80% of the buildings around here. Oh my god.
Tory, as you're following the GPS, you hear Dolly kind of speed up and like tires screech a little bit.
Oh,
And you definitely know what Dolly sounds like at this point.
if Tory hears Dolly, she's going to Dolly.
Okay. So roll me a single dice. And please don't be a blood dice. If it's a success, let me know.
The fail.
Okay, that's good. So you turn down the street and you and Dolly are going head at each other. You, however, see this same thing. Your headlight lights it up, and it's George with wings, and he's looking a bit colorless. Let's put it that way.
Does Tory know, or do I have to make a roll?
Both you and Beth are going to have to make a dexterity and drive roll to not hit each other, first off.
Okay. 1 success.
2 successes.
Would anybody like to spend willpower to reroll anything?
I literally
rolled
cannot.
roll. I got one more success, so 3. That's
Okay. That's good enough to not hit each other. It's close quarters, close timing. Tory is late to react and moves over a little bit. Beth's like, oh crap, and just whips it around. Tory, you get the bike slowed down, you turn around, you start chasing this thing too, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me. Does Tory know what's going on here, or do I have to make a roll? Can I make a roll?
Yours is going to be markedly easier. Intelligence and occult, please.
My headphones kind of like died.
Intelligence and occult, please.
Okay. Okay. I heard you say mine is going to be something, and then what to roll, but I missed the in between.
It'll be markedly easier.
Gross. I got 2. I feel like I should spend a willpower here.
If you would like to, you can.
So much better. 5.
Okay. So, with the same roll that Dani rolled, however, you have been exposed to this particular thing before. You know that that is a gargoyle.
Yep.
Specifically the Nosferatu, the Nosferatu gangrel type.
Mm-hmm. You knew this was happening. How feral does he look?
Well, he's okay. He's seeming to lead you in a very specific pattern. Like he's running away from you and not just stopping and fighting. If that makes any sense.
Yes, it does.
You do pull up next to Dolly at this point.
Are we stopped? Are we going? What's going on here?
No, you're still going down the street.
I'm going to assume Tory doesn't wear a helmet. And just motion for Beth to roll down the window. We need to not be hurted by this thing very badly. It's taking us somewhere.
okay.
Yelling across the thing, of course.
Where, why, and how?
Where? I don't know. I don't know anything. Anywhere around here. Why? Because he's taking us somewhere and trying to get us caught. The how? I don't know. Fucking drive.
So just ignore that thing and start going back home?
Home is probably a bad idea. We just need to get away.
Okay. Beth will just go and...
Don't go the way it wants you to.
Hopefully. Obviously. But Beth will start going in some random direction. Away from said creature and hopefully away from residencies.
Is New George in front of, behind? Where is he in relation to Dolly?
In front of. Dolly was behind George as you were flying down Cocia, or Beth. Heads off into a random direction, and it kind of veers off into that same direction. Seeming to not really care where Tory is.
I assume I can't catch his eyes, can I?
No, he's making a very pointed attempt not to do that.
Okay. Oh, God. Alright.
Tory, give me a wits and insight, please.
Wait. I thought I took insight. I don't think I tagged it on my new sheet. I did. I did take an insight. We got all 3 successes.
Yeah. It's much less hurting, much more trying to keep you in an area. Beth goes a certain way, and he goes that way. Beth changes direction, goes that way. He said, doesn't really care so much about where Tory is.
So he's stopping her from getting out of an area.
Pretty much, yeah.
And he looks pretty strong.
A whole lot stronger than he used to be, that's for sure.
Okay. Oh, God.
I need everybody's actions over the course of the next 2 minutes.
Okay. Am I able to get close enough to him to, like, try to tackle him?
And you can attempt to drive under him and then jump off the bike and, like, grab him.
Okay. I want to do that. Rouse the blood for strength and try and grapple him.
Okay. Because this is going to require a little bit of drive, do you have any dots in drive?
I do not.
Okay. You're going to take a single penalty die. However, go ahead and roll your rouse check.
Success.
Okay. And then strength and athletics minus 1 die from the total. Or from the, total pool.
And athletics, -1.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's only 3.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep him out of the chase long enough for Beth to get away.
This will probably take about a minute for you to get underneath him and then jump up. So, in the meantime, what is Beth doing? Seeing all of this happening.
Can hopefully these Beth have a gun in the glove compartment. Throw it back to one of the 2 in the back seat. You guys know how to use that? Use that, and she's gonna focus on driving. I could also rouse the blood for better dice on dexterity, right?
You're good for right now.
Okay.
Yours won't require any check.
Julio.
What kind of gun does she toss back? Is
I
it
don't
like
know.
a handgun or a
Handgun.
rifle or a shotgun?
Handgun.
Dani will look at Steven.
I mostly use knives.
Fine. And she'll grab it. Got any ammo?
It's loaded, and go back to the glove compartment again. and 3 good.
Oh no. Okay.
No. 3 is another magazine.
Okay, cool.
And then, what is Dani and Steven doing besides receiving a firearm?
Would the premonition, once a month premonition help here?
If you would like to use that, you absolutely can.
So Steven is going to concentrate really hard on thinking a way out of this and use that.
Okay. Let me know what you got.
3 successes.
3 successes. So Steven's eyes kind of go white for a second. And Dani, you can see this. And Steven, you kind of in a dollhouse. And you see a stone wolf with wings that's like bearing down on it, as well as a rose, and then like a chess piece, like a knight. One hand is a sword and one hand is a scepter. And what you see is you also see inside the dollhouse, you see a cracked mirror, a rat or a mouse, like little figurine, a leather jacket, because Bruja. And then you see a like a large dog coming up from behind it. But you can also hear like a scratching way off in the distance. And like you can hear, like, you know, the old style computers where like you could hear them running. You also hear that as well. And just like that, your eyes go back to normal and you're sitting dolly.
Okay.
The fuck was that?
Saw like a dollhouse chessboard and clan symbols everywhere. And also that thing.
Okay, did you see how to defeat it?
Nothing that stands out to me, just mainly scratching and computer noises.
Did you see who sent it?
I saw a knight that seemed like a Ventru and a rose, so I assume that's Cocia.
Fucking of course. Okay. Shit. Well, we still don't know what it is. So I don't even know if a gun will damage it.
Pain there in our ass, that's what it is.
And right about this time, you hear Tory speed up past you guys and go up underneath it. And stand up on the bike and just leap as high as you can. She grabs hold of this thing's clothing. It's not very secure. It falters just a little bit, but it does stay still in flight. You also hear that same rat-pat-pat-pat-pat coming up behind you. And way up ahead, you see a pair of headlights. Beth, I do need you to make me a Dex and Drive to avoid the motorcycle.
spending willpower. That didn't. It's not bad. Okay. That's 4 successes. That was better than I thought. I just don't know how to count.
Okay. So 4 successes is good enough to avoid the bike. The bike kind of ghost rides a little bit, hits a curb, and you can see it kind of like spin off in the street. It's gonna be scratched up to all hell, but it's fixable. Tory, you're currently hanging off this gargoyle. You know.
Yep.
And it just... Get off me.
Nope. Am I able to do something?
Yes, you are. You have 1 action that you can take.
Are the wings leathery?
They... I wouldn't necessarily say leathery, but they are flexible.
Fleshy? Not stone?
No, not stone.
Okay. Feral weapons and try to rend through one of the wings.
Okay. So it is a called shot, so we're going to take 1 dice out of that pool. A strength and brawl, please. And another dice because you're already grappling him in a weird position.
Okay. So I passed my rouse check.
So minus 2 dice, but... Okay.
Do I still get the enhanced strength or no?
Yes, it is for 1C.
Okay. So that's my strength dice. And you said brawl plus my protein weapon specialty minus 1 dice.
It'll be minus 2, technically.
Okay.
Because of the odd positioning and then called shot.
Okay, so basically just the enhanced strength. Okay. 3 successes and a skull.
Okay, so he sees you kind of rear back and feral weapons your hand. And he just kind of shifts his weight, and the wing comes up, and you miss. Gonna roll another d6. That one is a 3. And for those of you curious as to exactly what's going on,
We can't hear you.
For some reason, I feel like that was on purpose.
so let's see here. You've got
Feral impulses.
the number 5. Yep, feral impulses. So yeah, there you go. And then you've got the other one as well that's currently active.
That was which one?
Number 5.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Oh no.
Yeah, which is probably why you're doing what you're doing currently. So, Beth, you avoid the bike. However, you have a vehicle behind you and a vehicle in front of you. Between them two, there are no ways out. At least actual streets. You can go through a yard if you think you can fit. It will be very hard to do
I mean, I'm not seeing any other option other than drive through somebody's yard or up over a sidewalk.
Okay, so give me a dexterity and drive. You will need 4 dice, 4 successes, to not hit a house. And even then, you'll still take some damage to the car.
Fuck yeah! So I got 2 criticals on the black dice, and then a regular success.
Okay,
You have to.
so you got 5. You hear another crack. However, this time you smell some coolant. A bit sweet. A little bit of steam coming from underneath the hood. However, you maneuver through a couple, through a yard, over on the other street. Luckily, there's nobody out on the streets over here at this point. Otherwise, that could have been very bad. However, the vehicle that was in front of you is currently going to attempt to do the same thing. They just aren't as good at it. And they plow through somebody's carport, and they come to rest in the middle of the street. Their vehicle is, however, disabled. You can obviously see that they fall out of the vehicle, and they stand up and they're just staring at you. It's the masked individual that Tory saw before. The import car is currently following Tory. So Tory, what would you like to do at this point?
So she's still holding on to the gargoyle?
Yes, you have one hand on the gargoyle, the other one is currently dangling off.
Okay. Impulse says to not fall, because I'm assuming we're still up in the air.
Yes, you are.
Use the feral weapons to try and get a better grapple, like digging in real hard.
Okay. So you'll just take 1 penalty dice. Strength and brawl.
Jesus Christ. Oh, me. Am I able to roll a willpower under feral impulses?
I would say yes, but what did you get? Let's start there.
1 success and a skull.
Okay, then yes, you might want to do that.
Yeah. That's better. 3 successes.
How many?
3 altogether plus the skull.
Okay, so a tie goes to the active kindred. So you kind of swing yourself up and you latch into his back. You feel your feral weapons dig slightly into his flesh.
As long as it's a grapple hold.
However, yep, and you wrap your legs around him at this point, and you've got him pretty well into a grapple. He's still flying. He's still able to fly. No huge issue there. However, at this point, he's going to kind of look at you. I said, get off, and he's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
What would Tory like to do? Would she like to try to dodge it, or would she like to just take it?
Fight him back.
Okay, so give me a strength and brawl without the feral weapons.
Do I get any penalties or whatnot?
Nope, no penalties. No penalties on this one. He got 4 successes.
I got 3 in the skull.
It's fine. The skill doesn't matter in this particular one. He does, however, latch onto you, and he digs deep into your shoulder. You take 2 superficial damage.
Okay.
Now, Beth, and Dani, and Steven. What would you all like to do?
Is the masked guy trying to approach our vehicle?
No, he's currently standing in the middle of the street as you're barreling toward him.
What am I doing? Am I hitting him or
No,
what?
don't hit him. Go around him. Give him a wide berth. He's gonna try and do
Fine.
something.
Okay.
Is there... We still have a car following us, though, yes?
That is on the next street over.
Okay.
However, at this point, you can also smell, and Steven can smell the coolant leak.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can do anything about that.
I mean, if you can, you're a miracle worker.
Can I peek at the laptop real quick and see if I've had any updates from the mysterious stranger?
No updates there.
Okay.
However, the box is still open.
She'll quickly type, what is this thing?
It's a scout gargoyle. Run. All of you together could probably take it, but not with the other 2 there.
It's a fucking She'll turn to the others. It's a fucking gargoyle. We need to go.
What about Tory?
Don't worry about Tory. Worry about us right now. She can handle herself. We go.
And as I was saying, Steven does have his head out trying to get an eye on Tory.
Yeah, Tory is currently hugging this thing with everything she's got, and it just bit her. You can see that between the houses.
She's pretty high up.
Yeah, and unless someone of us can fly, she's kind of shit out of luck right now. So we need to worry about the other 2. We need to get them out of play first, which means getting them away from the gargoyle.
Okay. Beth goes. Wide berth around the jackrace in front of us. Gun.
Okay, this is going to sound weird, but I need you to roll me a dexterity and drive because he's going to try to stand in front of you.
Of course he is a son of a biscuit. That is 4 successes.
You basically play a game of chicken with him. He stands on one side of the street thinking that you're going to go on that side. And then at the last second, you switch sides of the street. He jumps and he hits the side of the vehicle. And the vehicle shifts a little bit. The tires break loose in the back a little bit. You hear a thunk. And you look back on your side view mirror and you see a large dent in your quarter panel. And you see him stand up and brush himself off and golf clap basically. Tory. vehicle behind you, you see somebody pop their head out the window and then produce something large and metallic.
Oh no.
And they point it at you. Something happens. Loud noise happens. They're going to try to hit you with people.
Mm-hmm.
And they do.
Okay.
You can't really dodge it, unfortunately. And you are going to take D6, so half that, so 3 superficial damage. As a large caliber round rips through your shoulder. However, you are undead, therefore you are still okay. So what would Tory like to do in this particular situation? You are muted.
Yep, nope, I was going, oh man. I feel like the self-preservation instinct would override her needing to possess him. Maybe?
That's fair.
How far up is she?
About 15 feet.
So I wouldn't take much damage, right?
No, however, there is another option that you could try to do.
Okay.
Because that car just shot you, and depending on exactly what you want to do, if you want to try to land on the car, you can do that as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah, it's close enough that if you time it right and you push yourself off, you could probably make it down there.
Okay. I wonder if that guy's a kindred or a person. But yeah, timing to jump to the car. And maybe onto the guy, if possible, but definitely the car.
Okay. Give me a wits and athletics.
Let me check something. Okay, so it just is manipulation and intelligence, so I should be fine on wits. Wits and what?
Athletics, please.
Okay. Have I gone down a hunger?
No, not yet.
Okay. Three successes.
Okay, so let me see what his drive is.
Wait, the guy's in the car or out of the car? I thought he stopped.
No, you're still riding down the road.
Okay.
Flying down the road. This will hurt, but not nearly as bad as getting hit full force.
Yay.
You land on top of the roof of the car. You take 1 superficial damage.
That's my last superficial.
Well, that's fine. You bounce off the roof of the car. It caves in quite a bit. You go rolling off on the road, and that's where your superficial actually comes in. Just the road burn, road rash. Smack your head. It's not a huge deal. You get up, and you're a little bit worse for wear, but the car at this point swerves off, and it can't quite keep its course, and it crashes into a building. And it comes to a dead stop. You can still hear Dolly. You see the gargoyle flying away.
Okay. Is the car on fire?
The car is not on fire. It is currently smoking, however.
Okay.
You can see the individual that was hanging out the side of the vehicle is currently probably not breathing due to massive damages.
If he's just
The one on the inside that was driving
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
might still be alive.
Yep, we're going over there to check, because they won't be after. I don't think.
Okay. Now, Dolly, Dani, Beth, Steven. You see Tory jump off of the gargoyle. The gargoyle immediately comes over to your street and lowers himself slowly on top of the vehicle. Regardless of how much you swerve and swoop and dip and dodge and all that fun stuff, it stays and it grabs hold of the top of the vehicle. You can hear its claws go through the steel. What would you all like to do?
I can't shake him off. Can you shoot him off or something? I don't know.
I'll try. And Dani will move her laptop over a little bit, roll down the window, lean out, and try and take a shot at this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me dex and firearms, please.
Okay. I am going to burn another willpower to reroll that one.
I promise you don't need to, unless you got 0.
I got 2.
That's enough to hit him. It's not the best shot in the world, but you definitely hit him square in the side.
Would I do more damage if I rerolled?
Not really.
Okay, no, then I'm not going to reroll.
You hit him square in the side. And the clothing that he has just bursts open as like the bullet shatters. You see the flesh underneath is stone. It is cracked. You're not sure if you did actual damage to him or not, but you know if you keep hitting in the same spot, you might finally actually get to him. Now, Steven, what would you like to do?
Steven's gonna reach back into Dolly's trunk, see if there's anything blunt he could use.
There is a large breaker bar.
Grab him that.
Okay. Leaning out and swinging it, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, that is strength and melee.
Five successes.
Okay, that is quite good. Yeah, that is quite good. You crack him over the back of the head, basically. The breaker bar flexes quite a bit. His head goes down, he just kind of looks at you. Good. Is there anything that Beth would like to do at this particular point in time?
I don't think there is anything she can realistically do.
Okay.
Just driving as straight as possible so that everybody else can keep hitting.
Steven, I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity on athletics. I assume you don't want to be grabbed in the face.
He does not. So I got a messy crit, messy crit on top of the 2 regular crits, and 2 more successes.
Okay. You got 8
8.
successes?
Yes.
So that is quite a few. He reaches out to grab you, and you, like Neo in the Matrix, bend backward, and he just misses you completely. And he's like, Steven, I just want to talk. It's me, George.
George wasn't as ugly as you.
And at this point, he's also going to attempt to use his other hand to rip the top of the car open, which I'm sure is going to go swimmingly. Okay, well, actually, it is going to go a lot better than I thought it was. He's going to rip up one corner of the top of the car. And at this point, like, the windshield shatters. Not necessarily shatters, but definitely cracks along the top. And you can see, like, his wings above the vehicle. You can start to see his face a little bit, Beth. So is there anything that you would like to do at this point?
I'm just gonna finish breaking the windshield so that it's not an issue later, and just keep driving because I don't think I can drive and punch this guy.
Okay, give me a strength and brawl against the windshield, just to see if you can kick it out.
That is 4 success.
Yeah, you are practiced at this. You just dead center the windshield, kick it, and it just goes thump, and it folds forward, so you can see properly. Dani, what would you like to do?
Keep shooting. That's all she can do right now.
Okay, Dex and firearms, please.
Three successes that time.
Okay, so you're a little bit off from your last shot, but you do hit the same general location. The skin cracks a little bit more, and you can actually see a vitae start oozing out of the wounds. Steven.
He's going to say, leave us alone, George. I know you don't want to hurt Beth, and he's going to take another swing at him.
Okay, go ahead. Strength and melee.
And only 4 successes and failure this time.
Okay, that's still enough to just thwap him over the back of the head again. And he's just like, okay, have it your way. And he will actually work his way in through the windshield. And he is on the inside of the vehicle now. Beth, I need you to make me a strength and drive.
Sure, I would love to. Not super great. 3 successes.
You said 3?
Yes, 3 successes. Not super great.
Okay, well, good news, bad news. The chase is over. He takes the wheel, he jerks it out of your hand, and you go straight into a power pole. Does Beth usually wear her seatbelt?
You know, that's a great question. I was instinctively going to say yes because I myself do, but I don't think Beth would even care, except for whenever she's doing her Uber stuff.
Okay, so Beth, you take 3 superficial damage. Steven and Dani, you take a little bit more. I need you to make me beat both of you to make me a dexterity and athletics roll, please. Just to see how much of the oh crap bailout you got before you slammed in the powerful.
2 successes.
5 successes.
Okay, so Dani, you actually take less. You take 2 superficial damage as you hit the curb, and then hit a quite solid brick wall as you bounce. A couple of your ribs crack. Definitely nothing that you haven't had before. Steven, on the other hand, you basically just lay down and hope that the momentum takes you. You go ragdolling. You hit the car first, curb, then a wall. You have 5 superficial damage. George, on the other hand, also takes quite a bit of damage because he didn't have anything. And you can see one of his wings is clearly broken. He is oozing vitae. As he stands up, he's just like, Beth, you never gave me my last check. And we are going to go back to Tory.
Kidnapped.
And we will go back to Tory. Tory, the other vehicle,
Yes.
is half buried into a building. It is smoking.
Mm-hmm. She able to reach the...
One of the individuals is clearly dead. The other one, you're not fully sure of.
Is the dead one dead recently enough that she could still get some stuff from it?
Not enough to help Tory. However, enough to use at a later date for other projects.
No, I mean to heal.
Yeah, no.
Okay, ignoring that one then immediately, then to the next guy.
Okay, so you come walking up to the driver's side. Give me a dexterity and athletics, please.
Three.
Okay, I got 2. However, I got a skull along with mine. The knife that comes barreling out at you stops just short. And they kind of stare at you, and they're like, they kind of seem to be a bit entranced. You recognize this individual. It is one of the Toreadors that were with Gregor.
Oh, she's gonna bite into him so hard.
Okay. Give me a strength and brawl, please.
Enhanced still, because we're still in the same scene.
Yes, please.
4. Oh,
How many?
it didn't take 4.
Okay, so you bite deeply. You get a good latch. Next round, you may begin drinking. However, in the meantime, they're going to try to stab you with that same knife, since you've broken the entrancement at this point. can I get you to roll me either Dex and Athletics minus a dice, or Strength and Brawl to like hold them still minus a dice due to being distracted.
So Strength and Brawl minus a dice.
Yes.
Ugh, only 2.
Okay. They bury the knife deeply. Do you have any banes? Folkloric banes?
Not for this. Just entering a room.
Okay. So they sink the dagger deeply into your ribs. You take 2 points of superficial damage, which I believe takes you into aggravated, right?
Correct. Would that be 2 aggravated then?
Yes, it will. And they whisper in your ear, "We can still be on the same side. You don't have to fight."
It's using an ability.
You're muted.
Is he using an ability when he says that?
Not that you think.
Okay.
You don't feel compelled to do anything.
Okay. Good, because I would not be breaking that one. I assume I can't drink and mend at the same time.
No, you can't.
Okay. Well, I am at 3 hunger. So we're just gonna... drink him.
Okay, so take 1 hunger off. You will automatically do 1 more damage to him. At this point, he's like, "Fine, be that way. Go away." And can I please get you to roll me some dice that I need to actually look up real quick?
I think it's an intelligence-based one.
I have this with another character. Look at that. It is Wits and Resolve, actually.
Oh, okay. Still not great. Still not great. Two successes.
How many?
2. I don't think I could break this to begin with. Or it would be very difficult.
You let go and you walk away. I got 6 successes.
Yeah. Nope.
And you can hear the car door open. You can hear another individual come over. What, you're just going to let her go? I'm sure Michael's going to love that one. Yeah, but she's not the target. The freaking other 3 are. Fine. Gregor did want to play with this one more. And you just continue down the street. Is there anywhere specifically that Tory would be going?
Towards where she thinks the gargoyle might be.
Okay, speaking of the gargoyle, going back to the other 3. Beth, you are in the vehicle still. Definitely worse for wear. Steven, you are laying on the sidewalk, very banged up. And Dani, you're hurt, but not that bad. Also laying on the sidewalk. I need all of your immediate actions.
Was Dani able to keep her grip on the gun as that happened?
I will say yes.
Okay. Her immediate reaction would just to point blank try and shoot it in the face. Fuck whatever she's doing with the side. Just gut instinct. She's panicking.
Okay. How about Beth and Steven?
I think it's safe to assume Stephen will have lost his grip on the breaker bar.
Yeah, the breaker bar is gone. However, you still have your knives on.
I'm gonna pull one of those out and proceed to the vehicle.
Bashing his head into the frame of the car. My Georgie was a good Georgie. You're a bad Georgie.
So, the gargoyle is actually about 10 feet away, but you can climb out of the car and...
Oh, I thought he got into the car with me. I misunderstood. I apologize.
Yeah. When you crashed, you went flying.
Right, my mistake. Okay, I'll just try to pin him to the ground. Then bash his head into the sidewalk, if at all possible.
Dani, can I please get you to roll me Dex and Firearms?
Four successes.
Okay, the shot lands solidly. It goes through his chest and out the back. You can see a spray of Vitae as he kind of shifts, as he feels it and he kind of looks at it. Ugh. Steven and Beth, go ahead and both of you, well, Steven, give me a dexterity and brawl, or if you want to use strength, you can also use that. Or not brawl, melee, sorry. And then Beth, strength and brawl, please.
I got all fails in one skull.
Oh no!
I mean, I could re-roll black dice, but I don't even know if it's worth it.
No, it's fine.
4 successes and a failure. And I can re-roll if it's necessary.
Would you like to?
We'll wait for now.
Okay, so Beth and Steven, you both descend on him about the same time. And Steven, you just stab him square in the chest, and your knife sinks in all the way to the handle. However, Beth, as you grab him, he grabs you and just bites deeply. You take 4 points of superficial damage.
I think I am now officially into aggravated. Where is it? Yes, that brings me into my start of aggravated.
Okay. And as he rips a chunk of flesh off with him, he's like, "I'll just take this as payment." And then he turns his attention onto Steven. However, Dani, Steven, and Beth, I need immediate actions.
Get the hell off me, and I'm gonna try to get him off me.
Danny's gonna
Okay.
keep loading into him.
Okay.
And when Steven sees him take a bite out of Beth, he's going to rouse the blood and take another swing at him.
Okay, so Danny, another dex encounter.
Bit better this time. 6 successes.
That is quite a few successes. So many, in fact, that you take your time, you kind of breathe, not necessarily breathe, but you calm yourself down, steady the shot, and you aim it at where you think is the exact right spot. Pull the trigger, and you just see the back of his head just kind of explode as he goes to take another chunk out of Beth. He drops to the ground. And he starts to kind of melt away. Sort of. And Beth and Steven, as you push him and stab him once more, it's like hitting solid rock. It's hard to move. The knife just clangs off. And his body is there. In pieces. What was flesh is now ooze, and what was stone is now crumbling. Tory, you come walking up to this scene.
Is she still writing out feral impulses?
At this point, it would have faded, as well as the covetousness.
Yes. Okay. She just comes
And-
not looking too great.
And Beth, all of your messies and ferals, or bestials rather, kind of fade off as the issue at hand goes away. Steven, you rolled a messy crit a while back, right?
Yes.
You kind of slump back. Not necessarily take a breath, but take a second to yourself and kind of look up, and the face of this thing's still there. And you swear you see it move, and it says something to you. It says, "I'm not the last one. There'll be more."
Tell me something I don't know.
And it too cracks in half and starts crumbling. What would everybody like to do?
Dani will run to the car and see if she can salvage her laptop.
The laptop itself is actually in fairly decent condition. It has been rattled around a little bit. Screen's fine, keyboards. There's a couple keys missing, but meh. Just due to the sheer jarring motion, you can replace those. It's not a big deal.
Okay. And then she's gonna
Beth?
call to Penny, see if the snake made it. And all that.
Yes, the snake's. Yep, the snake's actually up underneath the seat.
Small blessings, and she'll grab the snake and shuffle her into her hoodie pocket while the others are doing whatever it is they're doing.
So Beth is going to rip off like the bottom bit of her shirt, kind of make a impromptu bandage, and even though it's probably stupid, just to kind of like bandage her neck a bit and just slump to the ground. Fudging hell. What are we doing now? I don't know if Dolly can get us home. I can hotwire a car, probably.
Give me just a
you
minute.
look over. Yeah, you look over at Dolly, and there's no way it's getting home.
Can Steven see if our friend in the mask is still there?
The masked individual is nowhere in sight.
Tory would go and kind of stand over the crumpled body and just stare at it, kind of almost in shock.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we just bought a gargoyle. I don't know if you knew what that was.
Yeah, hey, how the fuck did Hughes get a fucking gargoyle?
Gregor.
This is actually someone we knew at one point. They were thin blood.
Oh, great.
About this time, Dani, you get an alert like tone on your computer, which you swore you had off. It goes pating.
She'll look at it.
And it just, in that same message box, just gives an address. And it's about 2 blocks over.
Dani's gonna look up from the screen. Before we start moving, are there any street cameras or like shop corners with cameras or any surveillance equipment out on the street that would have seen all of that go down?
You can surmise, because you're in a residential neighborhood, there's at least 30 Ring cameras at this point that has seen every single bit of that.
Okay, so first thing she's going to do is she's going to start moving, and as she moves, she's going to pull out her and call Barney.
Yeah, Dani, what you need?
I need a mass wipe. We had a gargoyle in a residential.
The fuck you mean a gargoyle?
I mean, Hughes has a gargoyle, and Tory said it's because of Gregor.
Oh, good. So what you're saying is small EMP to knock out all of the electronics in that area. You got your laptop on you?
Yeah.
Okay, can you just send me the location right now, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Oh, hey, by the way, why the fuck do I have something about ShrekNet 2.0 on my laptop?
Fuck you mean ShrekNet 2.0?
I mean, I was sitting in the parking lot while the rest of the Coterie were doing their thing inside the little party, and then all of a sudden, I got hacked! And guess what? I got something labeled ShrekNet 2.0.
I don't believe you, but okay.
I'll fucking show you when I get there. I haven't touched it yet. Didn't really get a chance.
Yeah. Turn it off. Kill any connectivity that you got for anything, and put it in some sort of shielding. Once you send me the location, we'll be there hopefully in like an hour.
Alright. And she'll, with that, she'll hang up and she'll turn to the others. Barney's gonna get a crew to do a sweep. That was a massive violation. We need to get moving. I got a ping for a location. I can scout it out if you want me to.
Why should we
Yeah.
trust it?
Let's just move.
Okay. And you guys might want to turn off your phones for just a little bit.
Why should we trust it?
Because we don't have any other leads right now. I don't know. I'm offered to scout it first. That way you don't have to just blindly trust it. But I kind of want to know what's going on.
Tory will chameleon skin?
Okay. Give me that rouse check, please.
Fail, I'm back to 3.
Could be worse.
Yep. It's blood, sorcery, and stealth, yeah.
Yes, please.
Messy crit. and an extra success.
Yeah, messy crit doesn't really matter at this point. Doesn't fit. Unless if I roll a 6, then maybe.
That's up to you.
Hey, guess what?
You rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6.
I don't know what 6 does.
And before your eyes, before Tory goes chameleon-like, you see the gray fade from her hair, and like the gray knuckles go back to normal flesh-toned skin.
As she passes, or she'll get closer to Dani. Where is it?
Dani will list out the coordinates and point 2 blocks over that way. And then she will obfuscate and follow.
Yeah, Tori will make her way over there.
Okay.
How small is the gargoyle pieces?
At this point, they're basically like crumbled concrete. A lot of dust, some pebbles, some other bits and pieces, but nothing bigger than like a quarter.
You're just gonna look at it a few minutes and say, okay, that was pretty cool, and then go to follow Dani and Tory.
Okay.
Slowly gets up off the ground and follows after everybody.
Okay. Are you moving stealthily or no? I
I
know
will
Tory is.
Tori will turn her phone off.
So will Steven.
Phones, all 3 of them.
And he is going to move stealthily.
Phone's off. I can't be super stealthy, but for giggles, sure, why not? I'll try.
And
Okay,
as
go
I
ahead and
mentioned
roll
earlier- Sorry.
Dex and stealth for the 2 that don't have other fun things.
1 success.
2 successes.
Okay. And then Dani, you are obfuscating.
Unseen passage. And she's got Silence of Death and Ghost in the Machine, so got that going
Okay.
as well.
So go ahead and give me that rouse check for unseen passage.
I pass. I'm still at 2 hunger.
You are very lucky. So, Stephen and Beth, you kind of go off where you think they are, and you're much slower than the other two. And when Dani and Tory show up at the location given, it's an old, abandoned Radio Shack.
As they're walking, Beth will just pull down her makeshift bandage. Steven, does this look infected? Feels infected. Can I get infected?
I don't think we can.
Can Tory...
Just talk to some near people and we should be fine.
Can Tory go up to the doors and see if they are trapped? Or, like, locked or anything?
And you go up to the door and you kind of like shake it a little bit, and it is locked. It doesn't look like it's trapped, it's plywooded over. Dani, is there something that you would like to do?
She's obfuscated. If she messes with anything, it's going to break obfuscation. So she is going to wait for a little bit and see if either Tory finds a way in or someone else takes a hint and gets the door open.
Okay.
She will keep a lookout, though.
Right. So after a couple minutes, Beth and Steven show up to the general location. Tory, give me a intelligence and investigation.
Okay. I was gonna say she would probably circle the building.
Yeah.
3. Three successes.
Okay. You come around the back, and there's a brick propping the back door open just slightly.
I assume that if she let out like a whistle or something, they wouldn't hear her.
Okay. So, Dani, Beth, Steven, you hear the whistle.
Back around to check it out.
I hope that's Tory and that she's not in trouble.
Steven will pull out a knife just in case.
While she's waiting for them, can Tory open the door and use the brick to prop it open?
Yep. You prop the door open a little bit more. When you open the door, you can feel a wave of heat come from inside the building. You can also smell kind of a strong ammonia musk like scent coming from inside the building as well.
Is that familiar to her at all?
It's almost kind of like from her time as a veterinarian. Kind of the smell of like lab rats, almost.
Ah, okay. She would probably step just inside to see what she could see, and that's it.
Okay. Are you using Eyes of the Beast?
If I
it is pitch black in here.
Yes, if I can with Chameleon up, then yes.
I'll allow it now. Just for the simple fact of it sounds like a better story. It is an old, water-damaged store. You see there is moonlight coming in through a hole in the roof. However, against the wall that has where the checkout counter used to be, it's like there is a brand new heavy steel door.
I maybe step a little bit further inside while waiting for the others.
Okay, so it takes probably 15-20 seconds for them to come around the back. Everybody else, you see the door propped open. You feel the same heat radiating from inside, and you smell the same musty, like ammonia smell.
Can Steven sense the unseen before heading in?
Give me your aspects and awareness.
Two successes.
Okay, hold on just a second.
And one failure.
Okay. So you notice that there is a obfuscated cat sitting next to the door, just kind of sitting there staring at you. Nobody else can see it, mind you.
Steven's going to slow blink at it.
And with a unnerving sense of intelligence, you think it winks back.
Steven, there's nothing there. What are you doing? Are you winking at a rock?
There's a cat right here.
No, there's not.
I have the sight that lets me detect what's hidden up right now.
Oh, invisible cat. Great.
Seems somewhat smart, so...
Smart like Tory's dog smart?
I believe so.
So somebody's familiar?
Most likely.
Hearing them talk about a cat, Dani is gonna put a hand very quietly to the pocket of her hoodie where the snake is and just hold it as she moves quietly into the building.
Cat, take us to your leader.
And almost immediately when Beth says that, what materializes is you hope that it's dyed blue cat. And it walks inside and kind of sits next to the heavy steel door.
Okay, I legitimately did not think that was going to work, and I was not expecting a blue cat. You could have warned me.
Didn't quite register with me it was blue.
How far are they into the room?
I don't know if they've actually entered yet.
Steven will follow the cat.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Dani was moving in while they were talking to it.
So yeah,
and
at least the checkout counter.
unless Beth is stopped, she's going to the big old door and she's going to open it.
Once
She's done with this night.
once Stephen and Beth get close, you'll hear Tori's voice. The smell is lab rats.
Holy hell! Damn it, Tory!
I see why people like doing this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
While they're talking, Steven's gonna check the door for traps real quick.
There are no traps, however, it is electronically locked. As you are checking for the traps, you hear click, 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 clong, and the door swings open and inward.
Leave the FaceTime, let's go.
Steven will head on in.
Okay.
Tori will follow, but still hidden.
Okay. I assume Dani and Beth also follow. Okay. The cat makes its way through the door. Steven makes his way through the door. Tory, Beth, Dani. And the smell gets stronger still down here. Until you get to the bottom of kind of a spiral staircase to go to what you assume is the basement. You hear the door shut automatically behind you, and it's pretty well lit down here. So Eyes of the Beast isn't needed. You come into a large open expanse of a room. You see a bank of computers on one side. You see a bank of rats on the other. They're all in cages. A myriad of colors. There's some white, some gray, some black, some red, which is a bit odd. However, there is the cat and nobody else in the room currently. There is one other door on the far side of the room.
Knock knock, anybody home? Okay guys, are we waiting here or are we going through another door? This is getting a little annoying. I'm ready for a nap, which is weird, but I'm ready for a nap now.
Can Steven sense the unseen again, just in case?
Yep, there's nothing else in here.
Through the other door, I guess. Tori will pass by the rats on her way down. She wants to check those out.
Okay. They all seem to be farm rats, lab rats, something of that nature. You make it about halfway across, and the door opens. And out steps two of the ugliest Nosferatu that you've ever seen. And they are carrying a couple bags with them, which kind of like pop them up on the table. And they kind of look at you, oh, thank you. Whatever, it's fine. Hey, I think we're gonna need you too. You hear something from out back, or out in that room. It's a man's voice. He's like, yeah, I'll be out there in a minute. Just give me a second. And they just kind of look at you. Anybody hungry? We've got plenty to eat here. Assuming you can.
Dani will drop obfuscate.
Oh, hey, Dani. You don't recognize these two at all.
Tori would drop
Fuck,
chameleon
do I
skin.
know you two?
Well, you kind of know her, and the other one you couldn't tell if it was man or woman or what it was. She's like, "Hi. Sorry, I had to." Yeah.
After she speaks, can Tory drop chameleon skin?
Yep. And the guy kind of looks at you. Oh, that's where you are. Can you eat? How many of you can eat this stuff? Because otherwise, we got to break open that, and that's it's messier, but it's better to me.
We can't drink from bags.
Yeah, I'm not a bagger.
I'll take one, sure.
Take as many as you want. We stole them from the hospital not too far away. They're gonna be mad. So, none of you are like Ventru, right? Because I know they're kind of weird about they can't eat animals usually.
Oh yeah, totally event true. You pegged me right away.
Yeah, that was obvious. Get you a couple of rats and eat what you need.
I don't suppose you have anything larger than rat.
Huh. We got us. That's about it.
Tory will just give him a tight smile and not move.
And he's like, I mean, if you need it, and he kind of like holds his arm out.
I'll be fine.
You sure? You kind of look a little bit worse for wear, as one would say.
It is typically frowned upon to do that. So no. I would rather wait.
Typically frowned upon in proper company. This ain't proper company. You just can't drink from him. Okay?
And why is that?
You'll see in a minute. Go ahead and drink up. Heal up what you can, and we'll help you with what you can't. Okay?
She'll look back at the
And if
coterie.
you need to...
Beth is just walking her way over to the rats, kind of going, but eating what's fresh instead of bagged.
Steven's just kind of looking at Tory quizzically.
Dani is texting Barney the location that needs to be wiped.
Tory will do it.
Okay.
He'll go do it. It's not like they can think anything worse of me anyway.
Okay. So you start drinking deeply from the Nosferatu. How much do you take?
I'm at 3. Oh man, I am into aggravated damage, so I would take a bit. If I do, I don't know what he's sitting at. If I do 2, is it going to be a problem?
He'll let you take whatever you feel like you need.
Just two. Bring me down to one. I can do some superficial healing.
Okay. So, Beth, you start snacking on rats. I assume you do some healing as well?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know
Steven's,
how much I can do, but
Steven's just kind of sipping away a blood bag.
Okay. I assume all of you are doing some form of healing or another?
Yeah.
Okay. Dani, are you going to heal or are you going to hold off?
She's gonna hold off. She's not too bad off.
So one by one, we're going to go through and do some rouse checks to heal. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. Best. Failed that one.
Okay. And so that would bring you to how many? Well, that'd be
That'd bring
bring
me
it back
back
up to
to
2. Okay. And you have an unlimited supply of blood bags. So you can just drink your heart's desire and just keep healing.
Pass that one. Pass that one as well. And failed that one.
Okay, so you drank a total of 3 bags.
Yes.
Okay, do you have any aggravated damage?
No, just superficial.
Okay. Now, Beth.
yes, sir.
For every failed check, if you want to stay at 1, you have to eat a rat. You don't have to like roll willpower to eat the rat. It's just not your preferred style.
Yeah. Yo. So can I do all 7 or no? You tell me.
So-
how many can I do?
How many aggravated do you have?
0. I only took 7 superficial, and I have 7 health.
Okay, so you can't do all 7. I just need to know how many rats you have to eat.
I don't know, probably a lot. That's like what, 2 rats for every hunger? What?
No, for you, it's 1 for every
Okay.
hunger.
I thought it was because they were so small, it took 2.
If
Okay.
it does, that's fine. They have like 300 in here.
Okay, I was not expecting that. I rolled all 7 dice at once, and I got all successes.
Okay, so you just like miraculously heal.
Gross.
Now, Tory, I know you've taken a couple aggravated damage.
I'm not gonna do the aggravated. I just want to do the superficial right now.
Okay.
If I can do that. So I can do 4 superficial before hitting aggravated.
Okay.
First one's a
So
fail.
give me 4 rouse check.
Nope, just 2.
Okay.
Second one's a success, so I'm to 2 hunger.
Okay.
My healing does 2 points of superficial per.
That's right. That is absolutely right. Would you like to go take away an aggravated?
That could so easily put me at 5 right there.
Would you like to take another one from the other Nosferatu?
I mean, if they're gonna let me, I don't want to push it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they'll let you.
Okay. Yep, we're gonna try one then.
Okay. And as you drink from the woman, she drinks a bag.
Okay, so wouldn't that put me at the same amount of hunger?
Well, it would put her at the same amount of hunger and put you down to 1.
Okay.
Because as you slake yours, she's slaking hers as well.
Okay. That would be 2 fails and 1 success. So I'd be at 2. No, I'm sorry, 3.
Yes, you would.
So I'm fully healed other than 1 aggravated. And I'll keep it at that.
Okay. So after a couple minutes, they're like, I think we're ready for you. And out comes walking an individual, and the Coterie knows what he is. I'm pretty sure Dani probably would know at this point what this particular person is as well. They've got 2 brown eyes and a green eye.
Danny's jaw hits the
And-
floor.
Is that you 3 the ones that deal with the other salubri, ain't you?
Yes.
Who's asking?
One of her clan. Doesn't really matter the name, does it? I'll tell you my name. It's not like I'm gonna sell out my own damn clan since there's like 2 of us now. I think there's more, but it's been a long time since I saw one of us.
Is that why you helped us? Because Shiloh?
Among other things, heard Carissa's supposed to be trying to get Shiloh's sire.
Already acquired.
Supposed to be bringing it. Good. Y'all want to help me break him out?
Sure, come on.
Shit, someone better tell Shiloh she's not gonna want to miss that.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. There's only one problem, but I ain't come up with a real good plan yet because we need a big distraction.
How big we talking?
Like enough to get all of Carissa's guys out of her manor, and if she's got anybody else come down from anywhere to get them all to congregate in one spot.
Danny's gonna look at Tory.
No, someone has some C4.
I don't know what I can do.
We don't.
To Danny.
We ain't necessarily looking to like blow anything up. It's just we need either like a major masquerade violation, something worse than what happened to y'all tonight. Lord Almighty, why the hell they'd let a gargoyle out? I don't friggin' know, but that was stupid. Or something that'll make them feel overly threatened.
Is Dengle frozen?
A little laggy, but
Yeah, I don't think he's frozen. I mean, maybe we could get the Banu there?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's coming down from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're down here in time, that'd probably be a really good idea to try to get them there.
I think it's a few more days before they get here.
Yeah.
Don't know how
You
we
got
get
any
them there.
ideas of, like, how?
hey, Tory, you got any more friends that might have some?
I might be able to get a white out there.
Well, that'll get the Banu's attention. Shit.
It's a big
I
might.
mean, so, if we're okay with making national news, I can get a truck into an event if you can get, say, 2 or 3 whites there.
Do we want the Third Inquisition?
At this given point in time, I think they might help us out, actually.
And then turn
There's a
on us.
basketball game. I'll just leave that one to me. And my crew will make them go away from Atlanta. There's a basketball game on Valentine's Day. Figure that's a big enough event that's going to be a big enough violation that people are going to want to go and clean it up.
Bloody Valentine's.
No, it's on a Monday too, so yeah. Bloody Monday.
Might be easy to get a couple whites in there.
Yeah, just back a box truck up to it, roll up the doors, and run the hell away, and you'll probably be alright. They're gonna go after the easy targets first, probably. Yeah.
There is a tunnel that goes under. Might be better to use that.
Okay.
I believe that is a
How
request
are
that we'll
we
have to
gonna-
do in person.
Yeah. And I mean, if somebody's crazy enough to like strap a bunch of said you had C4, so if you strapped a bunch of C4 to them and let them go and then just remotely blew it up. That way we took care of that problem and the other problems. We went and got Shadow's thing. We went and messed with Carissa. Maybe burned down her house. That'd be great, right?
I'm not opposed to that.
That seems needlessly
I ain't necessarily
cruel,
one.
though.
She's needlessly cruel, though.
And at the basketball game.
Yeah. I was just thinking large scale, high visibility. Sacrifices need to be made in certain aspects. I mean, I think there's like a soccer game as well. Or, I mean, it's just Valentine's Day. Let them loose downtown and just see what happens.
At least in the basketball arena, they could be corralled.
Tory will
That's
stay
kind of
quiet.
what I was thinking. I figure if we can keep them in one spot rather than just let them run, it'll be less likely for a whole lot of casualties. There's still going to be a lot. But you got to break some eggs to make an omelet, right?
Unless you use that weird stuff in a cart.
Yeah, I'm from the 50s. We didn't have that crap. By the way, my name's Eddie.
Beth.
Steven.
Tory.
And you're Dani, because she told me.
Yeah.
And by the way, we got Shrek and Fiona. That's actually what they wanted to call themselves.
No judgment here.
And before you ask, I'm sure you're curious, Dani. Yes, they are working on exactly what they said they were working on. Showed you what they're working on.
Oh, that's fascinating.
I told them just don't go live with it until you have it bulletproof.
She'll look at the two NOS. You need someone to run tests for you by any chance? Try and hire a hacker to make it hacker-proof?
Fiona at this point. Yeah, we're we just need somebody to set up a remote server to make it look like it's somewhere else. We can do it, it's just we've got so much else on our plate that it'd be easier if somebody else did.
Oh shit, I'm currently out of a job and looking for something to do. Hopefully something that won't get me killed by a gargoyle.
I told you if you wanted to stay out of that, disassociate yourself with me because fucking Gregor.
Yeah, once we
And now
get
the
Shiloh's
Coterie.
little mess taken care of, stepping back might be a good idea, at least for a little bit.
I mean, we can always use the help.
I'll keep in touch.
I know you also work with Sammy or whatever the hell his name is.
Small, yeah.
Yeah, he's La Sombre, right? So just keep him as far away from here as you can. We'll be just fine.
That's more of a Tory thing than a me thing. Tory's closer to him than I am.
As long as you want to get the tower out of here and take down Carissa, he'll be fine with you short term at least.
Yeah, we just want to be free enough to do what we want and not have to worry about somebody coming in and say, you can't have a computer, and then, like, you know, having a little somber touch it and blow it up.
Typical anarch, then.
If that's what you want to call us. We like to call ourselves independent. But, you know. So.
Been there. It's lonely.
Yeah, that's why you gotta find a small group that thinks just like you.
Harder, easier said than done.
You're not wrong.
Easier to toss in with the anarchs and just deal with it.
Yeah, we're far enough outside the city that we don't really want to fall under a baron either. So it's just us. Speaking of, do you have another way back?
No. Dolly's dead.
Awesome. Because it's getting close to time that if you want to get back to the city, you'd have to leave next like half hour.
I mean, I could make that drive if you guys have a car, or if there's a car we can hotwire somewhere.
Or that you can hotwire.
Yeah, but after all that damage, it's gonna be swarming with police if it isn't already.
I mean, this is also true.
My bike's over there. That might be bad. I think it's in Cameron's name.
I don't know who that is, but call him and tell him to report it stolen.
You know, I don't know whose name the dolly is in. Hughes gave it to me, though.
It was their ghoul that died not too long ago.
Biscuits.
That fucker. Good riddance.
Is it going to be a problem if I turn on my phone?
Nah,
You'll be fine down here.
Yeah, no, just up there while Barney's doing his sweep. It's not a good idea to have it on.
Tory will step away and call Cameron.
You get Cameron after a little while. He's bar's not as busy as it usually is. Yeah, what's up?
There was an extremely large issue tonight. You need to report that bike that you got from me stolen if it was in your name.
Will do. Do I need to know what happened, or is this one of those better if I don't?
We can talk about it later if you still want to know. Not something to do over the phone.
Alright. See you tomorrow? I think, probably.
Yeah, I think it's time to, get your next dose anyway. Should be wearing off soon.
Yeah, I'm not as, it's harder to move people, but I should be able to move pretty easy.
Yeah, we'll fix that tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe.
You too.
And then you hear him, like, start to put down the phone. Hey, shithead! Put the damn drink down. Get out of here. Hangs up the phone.
So, if we're staying a night, just point us in a location where we can crash. If you want to kick us out, lead me to a car.
I mean, that's up to you guys. If you feel like you're going to be safe enough here and you trust us, just hang out here. If you want to go home, go home. I don't care. Just know if you get caught hot wiring a car, we can't help you.
I have horribly low standards, so yeah, I trust you guys to hopefully not kill me in my sleep. And if you do, well, shit, that's just how it is.
I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't really make sense for them to kill us in our sleep right after soliciting our help with a jailbreak.
All that too. Beth will
Doesn't
just start
really
walking
matter.
over to a corner.
What was that? Say?
It doesn't really matter, I guess. Not like we're making it back in time. I don't even think I could as a dog.
Okay. Well, in that case, they pull out a bunch of like ratty blankets, and they're like, I know you can't really feel it when you're asleep, but it's a pride thing at this point. Make your beds wherever you feel like it. Just don't put them too close to the rat cages. They'll like gnaw on the blankets and gnaw on your clothes. It's weird. And as far as the cat's concerned, they won't do anything.
Yep. Beth picks one up as she makes her way to a corner and groups in a corner. She'll also give Gramps a call, make sure he's okay. To let him know that she'll be returning tomorrow night.
You are answered with a sleepy voice, but he's okay, and he's okay. Well, thank you for the notice. That one car for that one guy is almost on the Civic.
Great. Good to know. Thanks, Gramps.
While setting up his bed, Steven's going to turn his phone back on and check for any messages from Ace.
There is actually a message. What the hell happened?
That's from Ace, right?
Yep.
Not sure. Curse those guys counted the bodies and noticed that you were missing.
No, I'm saying tonight.
We'll meet up and talk about it later. But there was something major that happened.
Yeah, I saw the car on TV and I was just concerned. Everybody okay?
We got healed up.
So no, okay. As long as you're better now, it's fine. By the way, do you see things?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I inherited that too.
You get used to it.
Sure.
It'll take some time, but eventually you do.
And you don't get a response back after that. Dani, what do you do?
She is she's probably just gonna settle herself down over by a wall and spend a little bit of time poking through what little bit of the ShrekNet 2.0 is there until she starts to get sleepy.
Okay. And is Tory doing anything special?
Cory will find a spot where she can kind of angle herself to see everyone, at least in her group, not the Nas and all of them. But also kind of be away from them. She's not in a great headspace right now.
Okay. And the night fades. Rather quietly. I mean, you do hear police sirens, you hear ambulances, you hear fire trucks. And then you hear them all kind of get weird sounding, and then they go silent. The power flickers for a little bit. At least the lights do. The computers stay up. And then, Dani, you get a text of, "It's done. Should be okay."
She'll send a heart emoji, and as just like a last minute thought, say, "Give Shiloh my number. There's been a development."
And you get the contact information for Shiloh sent to you. And it's like, how about you give it to her yourself?
She'll send him one of those emojis, like the tongue sticking out and a middle finger.
Okay. So, after that, night fades on. And all of you, for probably the first time in a long time, sleeping somewhere, A, that you haven't slept in ever. B, in a but perfectly secure location. And C, a little bit more soundly than you have in a long, long time. That's where we're going to end it for tonight. We will pick it up where we left off next time. Now, some announcements. First and foremost, TotalPartyKrit.com has all of our links to all of our socials, has our personal bios that we wanted to put out there, character descriptions and stuff like that. It has links to all of the podcast sites that we may or may not be on. It has the videos on it from YouTube, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And then it also has, let's see here, Patreon, that if you can support us, by all means do that if you like our stuff. If you don't like our stuff, don't support us. We would appreciate it. We have shorts and skits coming up on TikTok that keep on the lookout for all of those. Those should be fun.
Real fast, if you can't support us monetarily but still want to support us, like, subscribe, leave a comment, share our stuff on anywhere you see us, please. It means a lot to us. And if you have criticism, give it constructively, please.
Yes. And if you can leave a review on like Spotify or any of the other places that you find podcasts, do that as well. It helps get us out. And word of mouth goes a long way usually. So yeah, this Saturday, because I don't know exactly when this is going to go up on Twitch, but this Saturday, we are going to be playing Life in Blood Atlanta. Or not Life in Blood Atlanta.
Blood and Hope Detroit.
Blood and Hope Detroit. So join us for that. Thursday is our Hunter the Reckoning episode 2 for that. Still trying to figure out if we should call it Case or Chronicle. Case probably is more fitting because it's the continuation from Call of Cthulhu. So I think we're going to be calling it that. Who knows? That probably will change by the end of next week. So join us for that, like I said, where I take Faye, Buttons, and Nenavar across the 50 states and try to find cryptids and weird things. Right now we're in Washington.
I cannot wait for that one.
Yeah, they saw something in the woods. Who knows what it is? Anyway. Beyond that, have we missed anything?
Check out our Dice Legion link on the website. You can get a small discount, help us, help Dice Legion, help some small companies, and get some fun dice for yourself. They have pretty good quality dice. We've used them in our Dungeons & Dragons and Call of Cthulhu games.
Yes, and I've used them here too, actually. So yeah, do all the things. Check all the places. We appreciate you for joining us and taking a look. So with that, have a good morning, evening, afternoon, day, dusk, whatever it is for you. And stay safe. And wear a seatbelt and a helmet.
Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for joining.